All right, let's talk about something real. When you're looking at a home budget, what are you actually buying? I mean, it's not just about the square footage, right? Or the number of bedrooms. It's about the life that comes with that house. So today, we're going to dig into that, and we're using Maryville, Tennessee as our real-world lab for 2026.
I mean, this is the question, isn't it? It's what every single home buyer is thinking, even if they don't say it out loud. It goes so far beyond just the mortgage payment. We're talking about the community you'll be a part of, what your commute's going to look like, how you'll spend your weekends. It's really about the life you get to live.
So let's get into it. We're going to break down three really common budgets: $300,000, $500,000, and $700,000. We'll see what you get and what you give up at each level, all in a town that honestly has this amazing blend of charm and real opportunity. So you might be asking, why Maryville? Well, it's just a perfect case study. It hits that sweet spot for so many people. You've got a strong economy, an amazing quality of life, but it still has that small town feel. Let's look at what makes it tick. And what's so cool is how all these different pieces come together to create this super stable foundation for the housing market. I mean, you've got huge employers bringing in steady jobs, amazing schools that actually protect property values, and then this incredible access to both the mountains and the city. It's that balance. That's what makes Maryville such a hotspot.
All right, let's kick things off with our first budget. We're talking $300,000. This is really that sweet spot, the perfect entry point for who we're going to call the savvy starter. Yeah, $300,000. Now, let's be real. In a lot of places around the country, that number for a single-family home feels like a fantasy. But here in Maryville, it's a really strategic, really powerful way to get into home ownership.
So what does that actually get you? Well, typically you're looking at a solid, well-built older home, probably a ranch or a townhome. And the big opportunity here is sweat equity. You update the kitchen, you throw on a new coat of paint, and you're adding real value. Now, the trade-off, and this is a big one, is you have to budget for those potential big-ticket repairs, like a new roof or an HVAC system, sometime down the road. And this really nails the whole mindset of the savvy starter, right? They're not expecting perfection on day one. Nope, they're playing the long game. They're using this affordable entry point to build wealth over time, all while getting to enjoy everything that Maryville has to offer. Okay, let's make a jump now, up to the $500,000 mark. This is where the whole story kind of shifts. It's less about just building equity and more about expanding your lifestyle. Welcome to the world of the family upgrader. $500,000. And that price point, it's a huge leap in a place like Maryville. You're moving out of those older, established neighborhoods and into newer construction. We're talking more modern amenities and, the big one, a lot more space.
And the difference is, well, it's massive. You're looking at almost double the square footage, a dedicated home office, which is just non-negotiable for so many people now, and those open layouts that are perfect for a family. The real magic, though, is that sense of community. Neighborhood pools, parks, kids riding their bikes on the sidewalks. The trade-off? You guessed it, HOA fees and rules. But for a lot of people, that's a price they're happy to pay for the stability and all those perks. So this buyer profile is all about putting down roots. The family upgrader is looking for a home that works for their life today. They need enough space for the kids, the dog, for work, but they're also smart about it. They want a solid investment in a great neighborhood that's going to hold its value.
All right, time for our final tier. And this is where the conversation changes again. It becomes way less about what you need and a lot more about what you want. This is the budget for what we're calling the lifestyle achiever. $700,000. Okay, at this level in Maryville, you are officially in the premium market. The whole focus shifts to things like architectural quality, high-end finishes, and a real sense of privacy and comfort. The specs you see here are pretty impressive. We're talking huge homes, guest suites, gourmet kitchens, the whole 9 yards. But the real key feature? It's the lifestyle upgrade. You get larger lots, which means more privacy. Things like covered patios with fireplaces and full outdoor kitchens, they're basically standard. Now, the trade-off is a big one. The cost to heat, cool, and just plain maintain a home this big is a serious line item in your budget. So, when it comes down to it, the lifestyle achiever is just laser-focused on quality of life. They want a home that's a private retreat, a great place to entertain, and, yeah, a reflection of their success. Every little detail is designed for comfort and pure enjoyment. Okay, so we've looked at the different tiers of what you can buy. But listen, the sticker price is just the first chapter of the book. To make a really smart decision, you have to look past that big number. And this idea is so important. We're talking about the true cost of living. That's what's going to determine how financially comfortable you are month after month. It's the whole picture of your expenses, not just the mortgage. And honestly, this is an area where Maryville really stands out compared to bigger cities. So let's break that down a bit. Of course, your mortgage is the biggest slice of the pie. But look at the other pieces. Here in Maryville, things like property taxes and utility costs are still pretty moderate. And what that means for you is that your budget just stretches further. Your long-term costs are way more predictable than they are in a lot of other popular markets. So how does all this stack up against its bigger neighbor, Knoxville? Well, it really just boils down to a lifestyle choice. If you want that dense, urban energy, Knoxville's got it. But Maryville? Maryville lets your housing budget go a lot further. In return, you get a quieter, more community-focused vibe with great schools. And the best part? You're still just a short drive away from all the jobs and city stuff in Knoxville. And I really can't stress this enough. In a town like Maryville, the reputation of the schools, we're talking both Maryville City and Blount County systems, is like an anchor for property values. It creates this constant, steady demand, which is maybe the best insurance you can have for your investment. You know, this quote just nails what we've been talking about. The whole conversation around buying a home is changing. People are asking a smarter question now, one that gets to the real value of a home. What kind of life is this house going to unlock for me and my family? So whether it's the smart equity building play of the savvy starter, the community and comfort for the family upgrader, or that premium retreat for the lifestyle achiever, each one of these budgets unlocks a totally different way of living. So it really makes you think, when you look at your own goals, which life would you choose?